Hello, and welcome to our presentation on positionality and intersectionality. I'm Ian Nichols.
I'm Sean Marshall.
I'm Paige Hallacy.
And I'm Justin Sievert.
We are going to start with positionality. The definition of positionality we will be using comes from the book Globalizing Intercultural Communication, edited by Catherine Sorrells and Sachi Sekimoto, who state that positionality is being aware of your personal identities and how they shape your worldview. These identities and how they alter our worldview are directly affected by hierarchies of power within our society. In this definition, one identity may be persecuted based on the power dynamic held by another. A good analogy for this dynamic is the concept of lenses, which can be represented by a pair or several pairs of sunglasses that one person may wear. Depending on their positionality, they may have more or fewer sunglasses, obstructing their ability to see.
For example, if we have a problem in front of us, we may not be able to see it because of the amount of lenses we have on. As you can see, we have a social issue at hand, with one person whose glasses prevent them from seeing the issue, and so they leave. The other person is aware that their lenses obstruct their view, so has chosen to take them off. This encourages them to go to the social issue and help. This is what we call an ally.
And now we will discuss intersectionality. Intersectionality is how a person's different, complex identities affects their perception of the world and also how society may perceive them. It can include race, economic class, gender, sexuality, and any other identities that a person may possess. These identities can alter the aforementioned lenses and affect how someone may perceive others. It is important to recognize that we all as individuals are complex and have many different aspects that constitute our perspectives and form our identities.
In our example, consider why a woman is discriminated against. Knowing only that they are female, it is likely her gender. Similar to the last slide, a person was discriminated against. Knowing only that they identify as gay, one may assume that they are discriminated against because of their sexual orientation. Lastly, we come across someone who is African American. Knowing only that they identify as African American, it is likely that they are discriminated against because of their race.
Now, consider a woman who identifies as lesbian who is African American. Why do you think she may be discriminated against? Could it be all three identities? One really has to consider all aspects of someone's identity and how each aspect plays a vital role. This is due to intersectionality. This shows how several different identities cumulatively create a person's identity and shape our perception of them in society.
Here we have the beginnings of a news report based on an actual headline in the San Diego Union Tribune. At the beginning, we can just see one sentence which conveys one aspect. However, as we begin to remove our lenses and remember how intersectionality affects both the individuals in the story as well as us, we can see that this story has a totally different meaning than the one that we were first made aware of. This goes to show that not everything can be taken at face value. Everyone has lenses and their own identity, and you have to be able to see through these biases to formulate your own opinion. In conclusion, today we talked about positionality, which is where an individual possesses an awareness of themselves and the lenses they see the world through. By becoming aware, people are able to remove their lenses and see the world more clearly. Secondly, we discussed intersectionality, which is how every identity someone possesses feeds into their total identity and how their identities work together to affect their worldview. Both positionality and intersectionality work together to either cloud or clear an individual's view of the world. Thank you.